guys, welcome back to Bethany Reacts. This is a different setting than I normally am in. We have two special guests, and this is going to be kind of like a podcast episode where we're going to like talk back and forth. I have my boyfriend here, Caleb. He has his own channel, and we're actually going to link his channel down below so you guys can kind of figure out what he likes and what he's into, and basically check out his channel down below. And then our
Please, I'm desperate.
and our second guest is this little puppy. Her name's Scarlett. She looks like a Reese kit, and she's tiny. Yeah, but she's gonna be like a little. She's gonna help us. She's gonna be a spectator.
She's gonna be a cheerleader.
Yeah, she's our mascot. Let's go! Alrighty. So today we're actually going to be speaking about the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Basically, I've talked about this on my channel a little bit, but I never really came out with a review or anything. I have played the game, and it was really, really fun, but he's played it before me, and he's played it multiple times. He actually platinumed it. So yeah, he's really happy about it, but I decided that for this week's video, I'm gonna have him basically answer a few questions about it and put his point of view for it so that you guys can kind of have a better understanding about the game. And if you're kind of second guessing whether you should get it or not, maybe this video will help you figure out whether you should get it or not. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so let's just go ahead and talk about, so what were your reactions to the first trailers that opened up? I know it has been a while since we've actually seen the trailer come, and now that you've played the game, you might have kind of lost it in your mind, but what were your initial thoughts when reacting to it?
I kind of thought it was going to be like an amalgamation of specifically how with Resident Evil 7 it technically rebooted the series, rooting it back in survival horror. I saw a lot of those aspects then and there. I thought it was pretty interesting that they were bringing back Outbreak characters like Alyssa Ashcroft and weaving her in with the daughter and all that. I thought that was pretty interesting, and it's going to be more investigative, where a lot of the situations like in RE7 and 8, a little bit of 4, it's just pretty much you're there at the wrong place at the wrong time, searching for something. Beyond that, I just kind of thought it was cool that we were going to get a very beefed up RE engine installment with survival horror and mild action. That was before I even knew half the stuff with Leon in it too, so I just thought it was going to be kind of low key with survival horror and action, but boy was I wrong.
Yeah, and for the people out there that don't really know what Caleb, his channel is about, he basically does gameplays and stuff, and he also talks about different things that he's currently into. And so if you want to see some Outlast stuff, you can see some Fallout stuff. He does all of that and makes fun shorts, and his content's really, really cool. So I definitely let you guys check that out because he's actually really good at what he does. He's helped me with a lot of my videos. So yeah, so we actually started playing the gameplay together for the first time, and we stopped at about the sewer part with all of the zombies, and that's where I didn't remember anything and he got to more of it. What were you thinking that I would my reaction to some of the parts would be, because you obviously knew everything before I did, so what were you thinking my reaction was going to be whenever it came up to a certain part?
Well, specifically building off of where you left off in the sewer, I thought there was going to be a lot of gore aspects. You were like, oh, that's kind of unusual for Resident Evil. Trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. If you don't like blood,
yeah.
Good luck.
Don't do it.
But beyond that, I thought pretty much the entirety of Raccoon City you'd really enjoy.
Yeah, okay. So with that, we also got new gameplay, especially for Leon as Kennedy, and he does amazing things. But what was your favorite type of thing that he would do in his fighting sequence? Because there's a lot, and I think one of my favorites are the chainsaw parts where he can fight someone with a chainsaw. But I wanted to get your opinion, because there's multiple different weapons that he could use and different techniques and stuff, so I just kind of wanted to see what you thought about it.
So what I'm writing in the review I'm doing for the game now, one thing I kind of focus in on throughout a lot of the Resident Evil, let me take that back. Specifically in the RE4 remake, Leon can parry, and you can use a variety of knives to be able to deflect attacks, open them up to be meleeed and stuff like that. And it's a great thing. It adds like a very intense action kind of sequence, but those knives run out. They break. Their combat knife, you have to go repair with the merchant. It can be a bit of a hassle, and it can leave you kind of shit out of luck, not gonna lie. In Resident Evil 9, Leon is equipped with a hatchet. It has like a very limited durability, but you can sharpen it and bring it back on your own. You don't have to go see the merchant and buy something stranger to be able to parry again, which is really unique. And on the other side of the coin, you can use the hatchet to open up cabinets in Rhodes Hill, get med injectors, things like that, notes and whatnot. It's not just for parrying. You have multiple uses for it, and you can pretty much parry anything: bullets, debris, rockets. Like, it's a very Leon-focused game, and his gameplay is very rooted in specifically.
So as we have a new Resident Evil game, we also have new characters. We have a few new characters, but the two main ones are going to be Victor and Grace Ashcroft. I know that they have like different personalities and different things, and obviously you actually play as Grace Ashcroft. And the difference between Grace Ashcroft and Leon Kennedy were very, very differing. Like, there was so much that she wouldn't be able to do and he would be able to do, and throughout the games that like you had things that he can open, like doors and stuff and cabinets, and she would not be able to open that, and she would not be able to do anything with that. But like what was your like favorite parts about being Grace? Because I know like there's a lot of parts that I would think is really good about Leon and what he got to do, and his parts were really exciting, but I know with hers it was kind of stressful, and overall just like you're at the edge of your seat the whole time. So like what type of scene or like thing that she did were like one of your favorites that you
And that's what really compliments her, because I mean, this isn't Leon's first rodeo. I mean, he won't shut up about September 30th, 1998.
The day he'll never forget.
The day you'll never forget. The cop inside him died that day. I love Leon. But, you know, he's not a rookie anymore. He's kind of used to this. I mean, we have Resident Evil 2, 4, 6, 9 now. It's not his first rodeo. This stuff doesn't, like, faze him. It doesn't scare him. Grace is just an FBI analyst. I mean, she has no idea her history, relevance, why her mother was murdered, any of that. So watching this mystery and situation unfold is scary, and you feel that. And I don't really think I can pick one moment where I felt... I don't have a favorite, because her voice actor did a really good job cementing that fear and distress throughout multiple aspects of the game, which I think really add to it, especially in the terms of survival horror. Between like her stuttering, her diction, scream, like it was very, very well done. If I had to pick like one moment, probably the like processing area I thought was really cool. Kind of out there for Resident Evil, I think. Kind of felt like I was more playing Outlast or Evil Within at that point, but it was, I mean, her voice actors did a phenomenal job portraying that fear, getting you on the edge of your seat, making you really kind of involved in it. Because, I mean, with Ethan and his duo games, 7 and 8, a lot of people will still consider Resident Evil 7 the scariest. But at certain points, and I understand why people think this way, Ethan seemed kind of unfazed by it. I don't know if that has to do with, like, trying to find Mia, trying to find Rose, and he just kind of embraced his feelings or what. Yeah. But you can feel the fear of Grace, and I think that's really special. And you can also feel getting bit, apparently.
Yeah. I really liked Grace. part of the reason why was because you'll find in like the gameplay, she's scared, she has lots of anxiety, she's like having to calm herself down when she's freaked out, and she just kind of like goes back to like childhood ways and stuff. And I feel like we don't really see that with many like Resident Evil characters. Most of the time they know what they're doing, they can do it well and efficiently. And like even when Resident Evil 2 happened and Leon was brand new to the whole thing, he still was a little bit confident. Like he wasn't as confident, but he still knew how to do things. He still knew how to like operate a gun and stuff like that, and still be able to have like fights and stuff. But with Grace, she only had a gun, and it was like in her backpack at the beginning of the thing. She didn't even have it out, she didn't have it ready. She's just an FBI who hasn't really gone out to the fields. She literally just sits in her office and does paperwork. She doesn't even like do this for a living. She doesn't even know how to like handle a gun properly. So the fact that she has lots of anxiety, lots of nervousness, and she has to like try to like prepare herself for like the upcoming things is really, really like fascinating into my eyes, because I feel like we just don't really see that much.
Characters like Jill and Rebecca, Sherry, if we're gonna count like RE6, are kind of battle hardened and, you know, not really a lot like Leon, faced by things. So it's kind of nice to have like, I don't really want to say like a girl's girl with Grace, but like something kind of more grounded and relatable to the general kind of population of people that play that, because we all have anxiety, we all have fears. And granted, Jill and Rebecca, I mean, I'm sure there's something that gets under their skin, but that's never really portrayed. So it's kind of interesting to see them portray that in a way that kind of immerses you a little bit better and kind of makes her character seem more grounded. It's cool.
Yeah, and I know that this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler, but I don't think it's too bad, so I'll just go ahead and I'll go ahead and say it. So in the game, you actually have to take care of this little child. I'm not going to say like for what or whatever, but there is this little child that you have to take care of, and it's Grace's part on it, where she has to kind of hold her and like carry her to things because of issues that she has. And it kind of gives me that like sense of Resident Evil 4, where it's Ashley, where Leon's taking care of Ashley, and then Resident Evil 2 when Claire's taking care of obviously Sherry. And I like that they kind of incorporated it again, because in like a lot of the games we see like a lot of helpless people that can't really fight, or like are they're too young, they don't know what's going on, they have issues. And having someone have to fight for them is really, really fun. And I think the scary aspect of it is that you have her in your hands and you literally can't point a gun, you can't do anything, you are literally defenseless, you have to run past the zombies. And a lot of the zombies are like very easily able to like run around or get to you, and there's like a lot more in this game. So I feel like it's very scary in that aspect, because you don't know what could happen. So, and when the zombie does like hit you, she can sometimes like get out of your arms. So yeah, it's a whole issue.
The infected in this, especially how they're characterized, they retain a lot of their like past duties and like hobbies and such. The chef will still go around the kitchen chopping things, and especially when you're carrying the girl and don't have any access to weapons, if you don't take care of him beforehand, you know, they can kind of pull up against you and make it hard to get from point A to point B, just based off their duties. I mean, he'll have a big knife, the janitor will lick your face, it's a whole big thing.
Do you have a favorite of like any of the scenes, any of the places that they were? Because we have lots of places that you actually go to. They don't really show it in any of the trailers, so we won't spoil too much, but like, what was your favorite part of it? Because mine was when they were at the rubble of all of like the RPD and stuff, and you could literally walk around and see like old stuff from the Resident Evil 2 game and like be able to like reminisce on everything that happened, especially like your Leon when you're walking around. So he'll say like different lines and give his like opinion on it. And I think that's really like sentimental, because us Resident Evil players love Resident Evil 2 and it's like in our hearts. So that was really sentimental to us. But like, was there any type of scene that you really enjoyed?
Kind of along the same lines of you, I really enjoyed the whole ruins of the RPD. But specifically in there, the STARS office I thought was really cool, because there's a lot of things we didn't get to see before. A lot of things with Barry too, which I thought was a really cool callback. But beyond that, if you go in Wesker's little dirty pervy drawer, there's a new thing for you to find and set up a photo of Rebecca. And it kind of helps you get better items and whatnot. I don't want to get too much about that, but I don't know, it's just very reminiscent of especially the stars as a concept in the RPD. Just kind of nice throwbacks to RE1 and RE2, which I really appreciate. And it's just nice to see like Leon go from being there in 1998 and then now 2026. It's just,
yeah.
I don't know. A big thing about the game is kind of facing your past. That's exactly what Grace is doing, more or less in the first half.
Leon's doing.
And that's what Leon's doing in the RPD. So being able to see all these nostalgic things to us, and then it be kind of horrors from their past. I don't know. I really get behind that stuff, and I think it's very interesting. And in terms of like character development and world building, I think it's really cool.
All right, and the last thing I wanted to ask, we obviously have a little bit of information about the DLCs that are coming out for this game, and they look incredible. We're going to be able to see a little bit of what Leon was doing in the Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8 timeline. So basically what he was doing when all this stuff happened with Ethan Winters. And I'm really excited to see what all happens. Is there a certain thing that you think will happen in the gameplay, or something that you're interested or hoping that will happen in that gameplay?
Oh, I hope we figure out who the lucky lady is.
If you know, you know. We won't say anything, but if you know, you know.
I want to know who the lucky lady is so bad.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please smash that like button and subscribe to us, because that would make us really happy. And
put food on the table.
Right, put food on the table. But if you did enjoy this video, you'll definitely enjoy his channel and his video. He's actually about to make a Requiem video, so definitely go check that out and check his channel out, because he deserves all that love and care. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys stay safe. Bye, gamers.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye!